How do you know a good offer letter? Because some of them can be crappy.
Yeah,
So
like
some of the offer
there
letters
are two type of offer letter you can have in Ireland. Is it if you are coming with agency to a private hospital, like you are going to the nursing home? Most nursing home actually pay a fixed price. So probably I think at the moment around 19.5 euro per hour. So they will offer you their own contract. Like it's fixed. It's 19.5 euro or 20 euro, I think. I don't know. If
for
it's around,
hospitals.
then in my time was 19.5. Whereas in the hospitals, if hospital is employing you, they go by year of experience.
Ah,
Yeah. So like I do tell people, if you don't have much year of experience, I would advise you to be going for the nursing home because there they don't care about how long you've been working as a nurse. They could offer you the same contract with somebody who have 30 years experience as a nurse.
mm,
You know. But if it is in the hospital, they go by the year of experience as a nurse. So
yeah.
if you have, like, let's say you just graduated and you are coming to Ireland and you've been offered an hospital job, you may be on the lowest band. Like we have about 14 bands, each band representing a year.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
However, like I'll talk about that later. So we have about 14 bands, so each year representing 1 year. So if you started on band one, by the same time next year, you move to band two, move to band three, you move to band 40, you get to the highest band, then you become LSI. That is like highest paid nursing band for single qualification. But if you have a double qualification, you can move outside that. And if you do your masters and apply for a postgraduates and you have a CNM position. CNM is clinical nurse manager. So you could move out of the band and become a CNM, go to CNM band. So which is going to be higher than your current level you have been offered. So that is another thing you can do. So it's not really limiting or exhausting. You can still get out of the system. But like anyway, most of these higher managerial role come with experience as well. So it's not really easy with for someone with 3 years old in nursing to really get it because they're going to definitely look into that as well. So that's just that.
Okay. And so do you have any contract that is less than 2 years, or is it like 2 years, 2 years? Most.
Mostly when you're first coming in, they basically give you a 2 years contract. When you're coming to Ireland, like they will give you a 2 years contract. But if you get in and probably something happens and you could get relief after the 1 year and look for another employer.
Okay. So you can change without having to pay back anything to the.
Yeah, like actually you don't need to pay anybody's back if it comes from the employer. But if you are leaving, if you are the one leaving, you may need to pay back. Like they may ask you to, but they're like this, you can still take them to court with that. Like actually people have not really been paying. But the issue is if there is no bigger problem or life-threatening situation, it's something you can manage. And like just finish, like to me, I prefer you just finish with one employer, have your stamp for. Like if you have your stamp for tomorrow, just give them a resignation letter and walk away.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in my own situations, like before my 2 years contract, I got the clinical nurse manager position. I was a CNM for like 6 months, but I was this guy that wanted to just go to A&E and was like, I resigned from it. I go back as a staff nurse to A&E. When I got to the A&E, I don't really like the way they are doing their things there. Like there are too many restrictions and I just decided to resign after 2 weeks. Like I started working this week. Next week, I didn't come to work and I sent a letter to the HR that I'm resigning, I'm not coming. And I just walked away, just started working as an agency. And I was making big money now. And that was like
Yeah.
during the epic of the COVID.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like I was working, getting like 30 euro, 40 euro an hour. And I was just like banking my account. Just forgetting.
It's true. Even if you get like agency nurses are like, I know.
no, like I don't. Yeah, so then I was just like walking around and like if you tell me, look, man, I have a job so place. I would ask you, did you have an accommodation? Yeah, we have accommodation. Then we bargain and off I go. So and like it was so and like I think COVID was to me, I enjoyed COVID.
I
And
know. I know many
and
people.
luckily for me, I didn't really I wasn't positive throughout the time. Like it
Wow.
was later towards the end that I was positive, and that was okay. I got positive. I didn't even know I was positive. I was
Yeah.
planning to come to Nigeria and I went for the test and I got positive and I was like, wow, positive.
Positive
So
how?
and I notified my and like the funny thing is I notified my employer that I got positive. And it was okay, you're on annual leave, but we changed it to COVID leave. And I still got paid for having COVID.
Wow. Oh, the person is so nice. The manager, whoever, is so nice. Whoever,
So
whoever.
so that no, that is the policy. If you got COVID and you are working as a nurse or as an healthcare worker, you they will change your leave to COVID leave and you get it while you're on COVID leave.
Good, good. Thank you. And someone asked on Instagram, the money required in all the process without a sponsor is a huge.
Like when you say without a sponsor, it's
I,
huge. Like it's huge compared to when you're outside Highland. But come to think of it, like the NMBI aptitude test registration is 2,800 euros. I think in Naira, it's like almost 2 million Naira now, looking at the exchange rates. Yeah.
okay.
Back in the days, it's just 1.2 million Naira, you know. Now, but my own advice about it is this 2,800 euro, if you divide it, it's like less than your 1 month salary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you come to Ireland, even though you are on lowest rank, you will be earning like that's a 17.2 euro per hour if you are working with the government. And even with 17.2 euro per hour, your weekend is your Sunday is not there, your night shift is not there, your off time hour is not there. Like we have off time hour from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you have 0.25%
Mm,
on your normal contract.
we
You know
have
what I mean? Like so, like if you work with the government. So in the end, at the end of the month, you will still be going home with like 2,800 or 3,000, like 3,000 euros. So like when you pay your tax and everything, you should be getting like at least let's say 2,500. You know what I mean? So if let's say you took a loan from wherever you're coming from and you sponsor yourself and you got a job after that, within 3 or 4 months, you should have paid back your loan and should have your life back on the smooth. That is one. However, in most cases, it's very rare for you to sponsor yourself now. Even though you pay for the exam by yourself, most employer will refund you the moment you pass.
right. Okay.
Yeah, I think I've only met 1 or 2 people who have sponsored themselves, and they were even happy because like they forget about the money. The moment you're alive in Ireland and started getting the euro coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But then the sponsoring thing that reminds me of something because in UK you do everything yourself, submit everything and all of that. Then when you come, they refund you. I think when I came, they've already created an app, one of these online accounts like Monzo
Yeah,
thing. So they put all the money. I think mine was around 2,000 something pounds. So they put all the money in the account and bought the physical card to me at the airport when they came to pick up. So in Ireland, do they do they refund you when you arrive or they refund you? I don't know how it works. Like
okay, now this is how it is. In Ireland, in UK, you guys do the CBT outside the UK before you come to the UK.
mm,
Yeah, but here in Ireland, you need to do your CBT, you do your LSK, everything within 2 weeks of your arrival. So the moment you pass your second LSK, you get you started getting your process. Like you open an account and they pay directly to that account, and you have access to your money.
oh, okay. Oh, good, good. that means the people that sponsor themselves are the people that were not fortunate enough to get an employer that will refund them their money.
Yeah, yeah. And the fact is, in most cases, people really like it's in a few scenario why people get sponsored themselves. Yeah. Like most Nigerian nationals I've met so far have really got sponsorship. You know what I mean? Like if you look deep enough, you are going to definitely get a
That
sponsorship.
is sponsorship. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think someone else said most people complain that working over there is so much stressful. How true is that?
You know what? If people say something is stressful, you need to really understand what they mean by the word stressful. If you are coming to any country, it's stressful enough.
Yeah.
Getting used to the system is stressful. The way
Stressful.
we speak English
Yeah.
is
Culture,
different. The way
everything.
we do things from where we come from is different.
The
So
weather.
you need to put, yeah. So you need to put a lot of energy. And some of our people, I would say, they are toxic themselves. Let's be realistic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked as a manager, and I've seen people really bitter.
Mm.
Like at least like since I arrived in Ireland, I've worked in as much as over 100 facilities. Yeah.
Mm.
And I've met different nationals, both Nigerian, the Filipinos, the Indians, and others like the Eastern Europeans and so. The whole thing is there is always systems in everywhere you go,
Yeah.
but we should learn to adapt to the system. The truth is, if the rule is set, try as much as possible to work within the rules.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, people decided to say the work is stressful. The fact is, probably you are coming from Nigeria, for instance. We work 3 hours, we work 3 shifts in a day, morning, afternoon, and night. So, but when you get to Ireland and you are doing a 12-hour shift, definitely you're like, oh my God, this is too long. No, actually, I think I get that from people who say, wow, this is too long, this is too stressful. That's one thing. Sometimes when you get to new places, the people may not really be accommodating. Like could be pointing to your error in such a way where it's not encouraging, this kind of a criticism that is antagonist.
Yeah.
Like they are not really, it's not a supporting criticism. You as a manager could talk to a subordinate sometimes, and the subordinate will see like, oh, this person actually want me to improve. Whereas some manager will talk to you and you're like, ah, I'm in trouble. Like you will be so scared the next
Yeah.
time you are walking. You know what I mean? So this could be coming from those perspectives. So like the work is not really as stressful as people think. But for instance, maybe if you go to a private nursing home, and this private nursing home is already short-staffed before you come in, they are expecting you to onboard and be fast as you could. Like they just want you to enter their system as fast as they want.
Fast pace.
So yeah, and that could really become a challenging for someone who is coming from Nigeria. The medication is on tablet, like they are doing their medications on paper. They have only 10 patients, and you're coming to a facility they ask you to manage 30 patients, and they are giving you a tablet to do a medication. They are giving you Tosho within like with little or no, like a little induction. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So people could come from that angle to say is actually
Stress.
exhausting, that is actually stressful. But one thing I'll just tell them is to just be on the lookout and calm down, try to go with things. If they are not getting used to something, most of their colleagues are there to help.
Yeah.
Like if you are new in any country, like what I do tell people, I can learn from a madman, but the knowledge become mine after I learn from you. So you can't claim
That's
it;
a
it's
wise
become
word.
mine. So people should try, they shouldn't be arrogant to ask questions. They shouldn't be arrogant to learn from people. Learn from anybody, even though Like, mind you, the ACA in your ward, they have been working there for 10
Yeah,
years.
they don't more
So,
than you.
so they know more than you do. Forget your pain. You should be humbled, ask questions,
True,
and you'll be surprised. They will be delighted to put you through.
true.
For most people, I'm a nurse. You keep your shoulder up, they will put you in trouble.
Yeah. And
Or
once
they will
that
make life
asks for you,
difficult.
once that asks for you, that asks for you. No backing
Yeah,
down.
they will make life difficult for you. But if you can simmer down, learn from them, they will appreciate you. Like, I don't think I've worked in a place where they don't want me to come back. That's the thing.
Good.
Because
That's
like
a good one.
I can be your mumu, don't worry.
But I'm
I
like,
get what I want to get and get out
exactly.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
but most people just want to be the boss and that pisses people off. So I think
Okay.
that's just like this. That's just it.
At least the ratio of nurses to patients or patients is not outrageous as people think. Because I heard someone, I think someone has said before that in Ireland you can have like 14 patients, like for hospitals, not for care homes. Care homes is normal, like to have like 30 or all of that. Yeah. But I heard that in Ireland you can have like 15 patients and all of that in the hospital. And I'm like, but then in UK, yeah, in some hospitals, you have like 13 at night. You have like 14. Yeah, it depends. But I mean, I haven't had such, but some people do have. So it's not
Yeah.
something that is never heard of. Do you get? So
Yeah.
I think that shouldn't really be a problem for people trying to
Yeah,
come.
like but for someone that is coming from Nigeria, if you actually work in teaching hospital in Nigeria, you could have 30 patients in one nurse. Is that a lie? No.
But
If you have worked
you
in
don't have so much
no,
documentations to do.
no. But actually, it's because we are not really doing our job as the Nigerian nurses or an African nurses. I work in private in Nigeria, and you could have up to 20 patients to your care, and one nurse at night time.
That's true.
Like, see, the reality is when you get to a new system, people should try not to look at the negative side. You should just look the positive side of it. Like, you need to look at the positive vibes and kill into it. And that is going to ginger you. But when you started seeing negativity in the system, it's going to be a problem. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
when you try to like make positive of your situations, the better it's going to be outcome for you. But when you started seeing things like, oh man, this is stressful, it's
Yeah,
difficult, you are
yeah,
giving yourself a bad name in the first place.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I think
So
that's
if
true.
anybody is going to any country, you should be positive. It won't be easy initially, but get used to it. Everything will be fine, and
Good.
it's good. You're going to come out on top. That's it.
Yeah. So I think so many people are just asking of money, 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 but that would be like the end. I'll just ask a few more, then we'll leave you to go, right? So this
Yeah, no
someone
problem.
said, um, this is a funny one. How much do you understand their English?
Well, like you know me, I think in listening I have 8.5.
Yeah,
So
you.
I don't have problem listening to them. So even though at that, they will still tell you something, you seem to answer, what did you say? That's the truth.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, like Irish English is a bit kind of we have accents and we have regional. Like if a Dubliner is speaking, it will be like, what the hell is he saying? Like,
Really.
and like, yeah, sometimes if they really go into a real Dublin accent, it's like somebody coming from uh, Australia. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like the English is totally different from what we used to. And
yeah,
you're like, what?
yeah.
But when you listen to the vibe, just focus on the vibe and the consonants. You will be okay with it. You know
Ah,
what I mean?
yeah.
So like, so you just try and be attentive, listen to them, you follow the pitch, and you understand it. And most of them, when they see you are not like if they notice you are new, they won't be fast. They
Oh,
go
yeah,
down
yeah.
and they talk to you,
I
like
noticed
they
they
come
do
to your
that.
level.
Mm,
Yeah, they come to your level and you rap normal.
mm.
But like their English is very, very like it's very sweet, seriously. Like when you
Really?
converse with someone, like by the time you get used to the system and They used to laugh like, look, man, I don't know where you have this strong Dublin accent. I'm like, come on, leave me alone.
Are you serious? You're used to the
Yeah,
accent now.
yeah. So, and you're like, what? So, like, I wasn't born here. I came all the way from Nigeria. Like, what?
Exactly.
Are you saying, like, your English is so good? They don't mind me. We speak English from cradles in Nigeria. So,
And I'll ask you a kind of controversial question.
listen.
So, what do you think about going to the hospitals or going to a care home? Anything?
Like I would tell anyone that is coming to Ireland, we have two care homes. Anyway, let me put it that way. We have the government-owned care home, and we have private-owned care home.
Mm.
Yeah. So let me put it this way: if you are a woman, you know what I mean. If you are a lady, whether a woman or a lady, you are a female nurse coming to Ireland, and you have children or about planning to have children, I would advise you to go to nursing home, whether government-owned nursing home. You can come in with private nursing home. Then when you get to Ireland, you apply to government-owned nursing home. You know why?
Why?
Yeah. You don't want to overwork yourself. The payments are the same. Why should you kill yourself?
It's true. It's true, honestly. It's true.
Like from a personal experience, I came to Ireland November of 2017, isn't it? Yeah. And was it
The
2017?
boss.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah. Yeah. So I came in November of 2017, and by June of 2019, I was a CNN, and by March of 2020, I left as a CNN. I went to work in AIM. I didn't do more than 2 weeks in AIM. Like, it's so fast, the workload was too much and too stressful. Now look at it like, I asked myself a question. Why am I here in this country in the first place? Why am I in Ireland? Is it for the work or for the money? No,
I
see,
know.
the truth is, I know people want to get to work anywhere, you know what I mean? But you need to ask yourself, nobody will ask you in Nigeria. Now, hospital you they work, I've been a nursing home.
No one.
Talk that way.
Never.
Whatever matter to them is they send them money from abroad.
You're supporting them. Exactly. As I know where you're coming from. Like I have this experience as well. So yeah, go on.
So why should I kill myself with workload? It's stubbornly stressful. You have to work on your toe, you are not resting. And somebody somewhere working in the same government-owned private nursing home, we have 6 patients that within 10 minutes or within 1 hour, they finish all their workload in the morning. In the afternoon, they are just passing by, giving 2 medications, and you know what I mean?
I know.
So you need to, like, the truth is, you don't need to work yourself too much.
You have to work smart.
Yeah, you need to work smart. The earning is the same. The hospital pay you the same thing what they pay you in the private, in the nursing home. So why do you want to kill yourself? You need time to yourself. Like, working abroad is already stressful. The bill, the 12-hour shifts, like
no
the car insurance, the road tax,
oh.
the many bills. So why did you want to kill it? So why did you want to kill yourself? So you need to learn to take things slow. Like, working in hospital will not give you anything. If you work in the nursing home, does not mean you can't further your education. You can do your master's in gerontology. You can do your master's in any area you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything.
True.
So it's all about when people don't know, that is when they want to like, okay, maybe if I go to hospital. No, you don't need to go to hospital. If you work in the nursing home, you can master, like you can do your TVN, you can do whatever.
And then it's a good place to start in that pace so that you can even if you go somewhere, you will not be very,
then if you are going to work, like after I left the after I left the I work as an AIE nurse as an agency. And I was okay. Like in Nigeria, I've worked like I did 7 years in AIE. So going back to work in AIE doesn't I had the basic background and everything. And I was okay. So the basic thing is you know yourself. But I won't really advise anybody coming outside Ireland to just go straight to acute setting. It could be stressful.
Yeah.
Like it will take you time you'll be running to catch up. But if you go to the nursing home, you streamline yourself to the system and you develop and you understand the system and there you go. So
okay, good. Thank you. And yeah, so I think the last one, how is the pay? How much did they pay? Pay. Everyone is asking about the pay. Because, I mean, we want to know. Yeah.
okay, yeah, fine. Like about the payments.
Yeah, they just asking.
I think there is a website called payscale.com.
Payscale.com. Okay.
Payscale will give you the salary of a nurse in any country. We give you the range, and that's the fact. Like in Ireland, I mentioned we have 14 categories of payment within the
Yeah,
HSC.
I wanted to ask you that. Yeah, because I wanted to say something about that as well.
Yeah. So within the HSC, we have the 14. So which means each year representing your level of experience. So then in the private sector, you majorly they do a kind of randomize for everybody. So like they pay between 19.5 to 21 euro for general nurses. Then if you are a CNM, you can earn up to 24.7 euro per hour. And if you're assistant director, you could get up to 30 euro per hour. And director of nursing, you could get up to 35 to 40 euro per hour. Depends on your job description. But within the HSC, I think the lower level nurses is around 17.5 or I think 17.5 euro per hour. And for every year, there's a difference about that. They don't really calculate that. They put like maybe in the first salary as a nurse is like I think 33,000. That is the junior level nurses. The entry level nurses is like 33,000 euro per annum. Basic.
Wow, way more than what I got as a new person.
No, of course, like Ireland pay more than UK. That's the fact.
Wow.
No, it's like many people don't understand that. Yeah, Ireland pay more than UK. That's the truth.
My pay is different from the pay of my friend or colleague in the care home because the care homes pay more here, but the hospital pay less. So this is hospital one, like 25, starting 25,000 pounds, and then after 2 years, like 27, 20, yeah. So, but care homes pay more.
So, like in private, like in government setting line, the entry level nurses earn 33,000 per annum, and you go that way every year, 31, 34, 35, and you go up. So then, like when you are getting to your like level 14, you could be earning up to basic of 50,000 euro per annum. And when you are earning basic of 50,000 or 48,000, that means at the end of the year, before tax, if you're going over like 65,000 without overtime, just your normal rota, your night shift, your weekend, you'll be getting like 65,000.
That's good.
So when you throw in overtime, you could be having like up to 70,000. I've seen nurses that are like on the highest level earning up to 70 to 75,000, 80,000 a year.
And it's
because they do overtime.
Yeah. Wow.
So then, the whole thing now is like when you work in Dublin, you could be paying more. Or when you work in the counties, like I work in Dublin, but I wasn't living in Dublin. So I drive like an hour, but now I got a job closer to my house, just like 20 minutes. And I'm still getting the same pay. So it's still okay.
Yeah. Good. Wow. That's a good one. It's not even bad at all.
No. Like the fact is, Ireland is not bad. And now let me bust your brain. If you are planning to come to Ireland and you have 4 kids, and you bring all your 4 kids to Ireland and they are not up to 18 years, the government pay you 140 euro every month. as child maintenance. So which means literally the government will be giving you like 600 euro every month for your child maintenance.
So they give
So even though
140 for each child.
yes, even though
Wow.
you had a child today, like if you have a child today, from that day she was born, she's entitled to be getting her pay. Yeah. And another thing is, if you are 3 years in Ireland, employed, paying your tax, if you have a child after 3 years, that child is automatically Irish.
Wow.
So
Really?
why you have not qualified to be an Irish, your
You
daughter or
have
your son is an Irish.
opposite. Opposite over
Yeah.
here.
And that means why your child is an Irish, your husband can actually stand on the child's paper and get his own stamp for.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, will now be a father of an Irish and has his own stamp for,
Yeah.
and doesn't need to depend on you, the wife or the partner. So,
Yeah.
like, they offer you a lot of opportunity that people doesn't know. So,
Wow. Thank you so much for telling us Salah about this. Honestly, honestly. And then I have because you tried to say something about that. I'll just ask you this one before you go. So you tried to say something at the beginning for people trying to like migrate to maybe UK, US, Australia, all of that. You said something that they have to sit down and I think you said calculate or think about what they want, something like that. I can't remember what you said, but can you give us pointers of like what to think about when trying? Because so many people
yeah.
are in this box right now, even in the UK.
Okay.
Guys,
Now, let me give them a little story about myself. You know, uh, I started nursing, I think, in 2010, and I'm one of those people that really like. I don't like working in this country, Nigeria at all. You know what I mean? And when I was doing my own research, different opportunity kept coming, but I have to look at what's really good. The first one was like the US. I think I started my CGNF registrations December of 2008. That's when I
2008.
paid my, yes, that's when I paid my CGNFS registrations. They sent me my part and everything. Then Obama came in and I did this killing of people, shooting at random and everything. And I was like, I have two lovely kids. I can't bring my kids to a country where they're going to be killed. So at that point in time, I canceled US. Then I was researching a country with a good family heritage, a country where you can grow a family and you still be happy and they speak English. So someone was like, offer me Dubai towards the end of 2012, 2013. And when I researched Dubai, you can only go to Dubai. There's no plan for permanent residency. Then when you bring your family, life become too much expensive. I canceled Dubai. Then it came on board Australia. So Australia was actually on my forefront. Even though I researched UK, I researched Ireland, I was never really a UK person. Like
I
I
know
don't
you.
like UK.
Yeah, you were.
Like I don't like UK. I don't want to work in the UK. I have my own personal reasons. I didn't even look at the money or anything. I just like UK, no. So Australia was my main front at the time. Then the bridging cost was an issue. Like you pass IELTS, the bridging cost is really another problem. Then I just stumbled on Ireland and I researched it and I was like, wow, this is okay. Why not give it a go? I spoke with an agency. They're like, okay, look, man, if you know you have this, we guarantee you a job. Then a friend of mine, I advised her to go to Australia. She has already paid for assessment. They issued her decision. We were looking for money for her to go and do the bridging course. And I got this offer from an agency about Ireland. Like she's not going to pay one dime. She just need to give them their eyes and sign the contract. And I convinced her, like, babe, you know what? You have to go to Ireland. And she was like, okay, look, are you serious? And I was like, see, just know, like, you can, when you look back, I will be here. So don't worry. If they ask you to make any payment, just let me know. And the truth is, it was just like a play. Within 3 months, This lady left Nigeria. That was June of 2016. By November 2016, she's already out of Nigeria. And I was like, oh my God. So, and the next year, I have to follow suit. And that was how I came to Ireland. But like, I did my research and I discovered that Ireland is a country to be. It's good to raise family. It's home. They are not that racist. And like, life expectancy here, like, if you die as an Irish at the age of 76, it's a bad death. Like, it's a young
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
So you have to die from 82 years and above before we can say this person has a good life. So like I have people who are 19, 95s and they're still rolling around. So
Yeah.
I see 75 years old woman driving on the road. Like she
Yeah.
will even beat you, like she will tell you like this.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know what you mean. Yeah.
So like the life here is very okay. You just need to understand the systems and you will be happy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Luca, for your time. Thank you for coming, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
Right. What do you have to tell our aspirants? What do you have to tell them? Just tell them last thing.
Okay. If you are working anywhere in the world and you are not happy as a nurse, I will advise you to seek opportunity somewhere else. And you have to do whatever it is. If you really know you want to get out of that system you are in that moment. So I took whatever it takes. Oluchi took whatever it takes, and here we are. So if you know you are not happy where you are, that's like now there is more abundant of material, there are abundant of people even advising you. Back in the days, we didn't have anyone, we have ourselves and we have each other. And we try to network to create groups and help one another. So if you are not happy, you know what to do. Get out of where you are and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.